planning to completely transform my life. This is how I'm planning to do it and how you can too. I'm planning to document my entire journey, so if you're interested or you've been wanting to do the same, you're more than welcome to stay and join in this scary fun. It took me 23 years to have the realization that what I'm doing, this daily routine of 9 to 6, going to the office, working on projects that I don't really have an interest in, is just not for me. Now don't misunderstand me, I am extremely lucky and grateful to have had this experience. My personal experience with my company, with my boss and my colleagues have been nothing short of positive and supportive. And I'm really grateful for what these 2 years have taught me, but I can't deny anymore the fact that this is just not for me. I've never been unhappier and less fulfilled professionally than I have right now. So this is the year that I finally stop hiding and start building something bold. And I'm going to attempt to document it all. I'm showing up because I believe in this thing that I'm trying to build, and I believe in myself. I believe in me. My plan was to achieve and accomplish this by the time the year ended, and you know what? I actually have to Google how many days are left because I don't even know how many days are left in 2025. Okay, I have 242 days left to make this work. It is currently the 3rd of May. So 242 days. So the next 242 days, I'm planning to launch my own fashion brand. That means having a product out, having a wait list, and I'm going to attempt to document every messy step of this journey because I have no idea what I'm doing. I have spent so long waiting for the perfect time. So this is me deciding that now is gonna be the time. This is my time. So hi, I'm Jolene. Right now, I work a full-time job as a UI UX designer, and I originally got into it because I thought it would be the perfect blend of allowing me to use my creative side and my analytical side, which is true and I do enjoy it. And it has been interesting working on various different design tech projects, but I've never really been fulfilled from it. And for as long as I can remember, fashion has always been my secret dream. Lately, I've kind of just outgrown the old version of me where I'm always just watching and waiting from the sidelines. I even did a whole 3-part series of challenging myself to rebrand and start going after what I really want, becoming this person that I could always look up to and someone that I've always wanted to be. Because I was just done about always thinking about the what ifs. I've spent years trying to do everything right. Go to school, get a degree, a stable job, clear career path. And the funny thing is, I didn't even do that right. I was literally such a painfully below average student, and I guess what I studied wasn't really for me, but I didn't know it at the time. Only when I look back now, I realized that maybe I've just wasted so many years trying to live the life that others have told me I should live, and not really taking into consideration, just not taking into consideration my true passions and the things that I really want to do. And I think a lot of you can relate to that, especially if you grow up in like a Asian environment or an Asian household. Anyway, and I'm still grateful for all of it, but I started asking myself, is this really how I want to live the rest of my life? You know, if I'm lucky, I get a good 60, 70 years maybe, if I'm lucky. And if I'm not, it'll be much less than that. So I started thinking, who do I really want to be? Who do I really want to become? What do I really want to achieve in this one lifetime? This one life that I get. And surprisingly, you know, the answer came really fast when you realize that you're presented with the idea that nothing lasts forever and you're here for a painstakingly short amount of time. It doesn't take that long to realize what you actually want to do. And I know that I've always wanted to be a businesswoman and entrepreneur. I wanted to create and make things and solve problems, connect with people, and just, bring something to this world that is so incredibly unique. and something that is just artistic. A designer, a creator, a founder. I want to build something that reflects my taste, my story, all my unique experiences. I know there are many people in this world that would say that you're not supposed to like your 9 to 6, that you're just supposed to treat it as a job, leave it as work, and draw a clear line. And that's where work-life balance sort of comes in, you know. Like the moment the clock strikes 6, you pack your stuff, you go back home, and you just kind of unwind, spend the weekend with whatever you want to do, have fun, and then the cycle just repeats. But I've always disliked this idea because I've always thought, don't I deserve to work on something that I'm truly passionate about? Something that I genuinely want to improve, that I want to lead and work on, that you would literally have to drag me out of my office, where ideas flow and there's always things that I want to work and improve on. I guess these thoughts just became so overbearing that my want to live my dream life just overtook my fear of change. And here we are now. So now I want to show up and to actually start taking action and build my dream life, I guess, in a way. I'm done waiting for someone to give me permission or tell me that yes, now is the time for you to do it, or like no, you should put it off and just keep working and saving, and one day eventually you'll be happy with the cards that you've been dealt. But I guess this is just me taking that first step. So here's the dream. Saying it out loud can be kind of scary because what if I don't achieve it and then I just make a huge fool of myself? But you know, call it manifestation or call it projecting into the world, but I've decided and there's no turning back. It is me forcing myself to take action. So here's the dream. Even though this has been something that I've been wanting to work on for the longest time, I still only really have just a vague idea of what I'm doing or what I want to do, and that's kind of scary. But I guess this entire journey is just me trying to get used to the fact that I now have to do scary things. I don't have the exact step-by-step guide of how I'm going to do this, what my plan is, but I do know that I want to start by building a fashion brand, and I want it to be rooted in luxury, not in a sense of like overcharging people and only, you know, wanting a certain level or status to be able to wear, but luxury in terms of wanting to use the finest fabrics and having each piece really handmade and artfully crafted. My background is in design and the visual arts, so I really do want to create something that is almost one of a kind, especially in this generation. Something that I can convey my self-expression and just this feeling of being brave, and I guess just being timeless. The kind of brand where you put on and you feel like you've stepped into your real self. It's early, like really early, but here's what I want to do in the next 6-7 months, however much time I have left. So my mini goals, I've even written them down because you know what they say, the first step to achieving your goals is to write them down and have a clear vision. So my goals is to start building brand awareness online, not just posting but connecting. And I know that this may be like so easy for someone, especially with how many people are on social media these days and how many people are able to just set up a camera and just start yapping. But that is not me actually. I'm extremely introverted and sometimes I feel like I don't really have anything to say, but that is the first major goal that I'm working on improving. Next is to visit factories, sample makers, and find a partner that I can trust. And I've actually already taken a few steps before turning on this camera, you know, trying to work on my goals. So I am planning a trip currently to visit some factories. So hopefully, maybe in the next few videos, I can talk about my process and my planning and where I'm planning to go, and maybe even document the journey when I'm there. So yeah, if you guys are interested, you can definitely leave a comment below and I'll remember to film that. And next is to learn how to actually market something, because right now I'm terrible at it. Not gonna lie, one of the most terrifying things I can think of is marketing. So that is something that I guess I will learn to get used to. And finally, the biggest goal is to launch my first product or like collection. I don't know how far I can go with it, but launch one thing at least this year. And it's so scary, but also it's the first thing that's kind of made me feel alive for the first time in a very long time. And that's how you know you're actually doing something right, that you're actually living. So I've always been scared to share too much, to look like I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm so done with feeling scared and not taking action and just waiting for the right time. So I'm just gonna go all in and make this commitment to myself. I'm not gonna back out. I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post this and the whole world is gonna see that I have these plans and have committed myself to it. So here's how I'm going to do it. I have a goal every week to share the behind the scenes journey, whether it be like a full-blown YouTube video like the ones that I've been uploading so far, or in the form of like short form content, maybe on TikTok or on Instagram Reels. Yeah, I'll try to share the sketches, my thought processes, the sourcing, the wins, the breakdowns. Most importantly, I don't want this to just be a highlight reel of showing like how I did everything right, because I can already foresee I'm gonna make a ton of mistakes. So I just want to show the full raw process. And this might sound like a given or like the easiest step to do, but like I said, even though I've been posting consistently for the past few months, I'm still not 100% confident of being comfortable in front of the camera or just like in front of my phone and sharing my story. So even though this might seem very natural to some people and it might come much easier for others, it definitely is one of my biggest obstacles, and I guess I just have to jump into it as with everything that I'm trying to do now. I have no fashion degree, I didn't grow up in the industry, and honestly I'm so overwhelmed by all the different fabrics, techniques, supply chains, sketches, tech packs, all the fun stuff. But I'm learning everything, you know, from supply chain to marketing to customer fit. And I'll do my best to bring you along the journey and to share everything I've learned with you. One thing that I get so upset with myself is the fact that I'm always chasing this idea of perfection. And I'll always give this excuse of like, oh yeah, this isn't perfect yet, so I can't launch it or I can't show it to the world, because who wants to see like an unfinished, unperfect product? But the purpose of this goal and this project, I guess you could call it, isn't about being polished or perfect, you know. It's just about me showing up consistently and about choosing courage over perfection. And I wanted to let you know that if you're in the same boat as me and you've been constantly battling with your own thoughts and emotions, then I want to let you know that you should trust your gut and trust what your heart is telling you. I know you've heard it before, but there's no such thing as perfection. You know what? If I can commit to 242 days of building in public, sharing my journey and showing up consistently for myself, because I know that there's so much art and beauty that I want to bring into this world and I deserve to try and do that, then that's already a win for me. It might not be pretty and I'll probably cringe at myself like every single day, but I'm going to be real. I'm scared to be seen like this, to share it all before it's even figured out like a quarter of an inch. But I know that that's where the magic happens. So this is day one. I don't have it all figured out yet, but I'm betting on myself because I believe in my vision. I believe in the beauty that I can bring into this world, and I believe in myself. And I want you to see every single step. So if you're interested to see how this all turns out, you can follow along, subscribe, and comment if you're building something amazing too. I would love to hear your story from maybe the other side of the world. Let's stop giving excuses and start working on our dream lives together. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, take care of your heart, your mind, and your dreams. I'll see you in the next video very soon.